Hey everyone, let's dive in. Israel's covert ops disrupt Hezbollah's communications. Tensions are boiling in the Middle East as Israel reportedly detonated thousands of walkie-talkies used by Hezbollah across southern Lebanon and Beirut. This comes just a day after Israel triggered explosive devices hidden in Hezbollah pagers, an attack that left 12 dead and nearly 3,000 injured. These communications tools were part of Hezbollah's emergency network, and their destruction marks a severe blow to the group's ability to coordinate. According to reports from Reuters and Axios, Israeli intelligence had covertly modified these devices months ago at the manufacturing stage, rigging them with explosives. As a result, Hezbollah's command infrastructure has been severely disrupted, and the group labeled it their biggest security breach. In retaliation, Hezbollah launched rockets targeting Israeli artillery, though the full details of this strike remain unclear. Despite the growing hostilities, Hezbollah has signaled that it does not want an all-out war, but the region remains on edge. Israeli forces are bracing for further attacks, while the US and Iran closely watch these developments. The situation is tense, and any further escalation could lead to wider regional conflict. Instagram boosts teen privacy settings. In other news, Instagram is introducing new privacy controls for teen users in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. These changes, aimed at users under 18, will automatically set stricter privacy settings, such as limiting visibility to only approved followers and restricting sensitive content. For younger teens aged 13 to 15, any attempt to change these settings will now require parental approval. This move is part of Instagram's broader push to create a new experience for teens, guided by parents. While parents will be able to oversee who their children message and follow, they won't have access to view the content itself. These changes are a response to increasing scrutiny on social media companies to protect younger users from harmful content. With the UK's Online Safety Act mandating stricter regulations, Instagram is taking action to avoid penalties. Other platforms like Snapchat and YouTube are also following suit, adding limitations for younger users. It's a significant step toward online safety for teens, but time will tell how effective these new measures are. Tupperware on the brink of bankruptcy. Now, let's talk about a household name that might not be around much longer: Tupperware. The iconic brand, known for its food storage containers, is preparing to file for bankruptcy, according to Bloomberg News. After riding a brief wave of success during the pandemic, Tupperware has been struggling with falling sales and growing debt, which now totals over $700 million. This financial struggle has led to negotiations with lenders, but the company is still in crisis mode. Shares of Tupperware dropped by 15.8% after news of the potential bankruptcy broke, capping off a difficult year for the company. Despite its iconic status, thanks to those famous Tupperware parties in the 50s, the brand has struggled to keep up with modern consumer habits. It seems like this could be the end of an era for the brand, but we'll be keeping a close eye on how things unfold in the coming weeks. Federal Reserve cuts interest rates. Shifting gears to the U.S. economy, the Federal Reserve just announced a 0.5 percentage point cut to interest rates, marking the first reduction in 4 years. This decision comes as inflation shows signs of easing, and the central bank aims to prevent a potential hard landing for the economy. Fed Chair Jerome Powell emphasized that while the unemployment rate has risen slightly, it remains at a historically low level. The Fed also noted that job gains have slowed, but inflation is making progress toward its 2% goal. Economists see this cut as a strong signal that the Fed is confident inflation will continue to fall, but they also acknowledge concerns about a softening labor market. With 2 more cuts projected by the end of the year, the move is aimed at lowering borrowing costs for consumers and businesses ahead of the November presidential election. This decision could have political ramifications, as Republicans, including Donald Trump, have been criticizing President Biden's handling of inflation. As always, we'll keep you posted on how this affects the economy going forward. GOP divided over government funding bill. In U.S. politics, a group of House Republicans has blocked Speaker Mike Johnson's attempt to fund the government, pushing the country closer to a potential shutdown. The proposed plan combined a 6-month stopgap spending bill with a controversial voter citizenship requirement. However, 14 Republicans joined nearly every Democrat in voting against it, leaving the future of the bill uncertain. The defeat deals a significant blow to Speaker Johnson, who now faces increased pressure from both hardline conservatives and moderates in his party. A potential government shutdown looms at the end of the month, and Johnson will have to regroup to find a new path forward. With the clock ticking, both Republicans and Democrats are gearing up for more intense negotiations. That's it for today's recap. With rising tensions in the Middle East, economic decisions impacting your wallet, and major changes in social media privacy, there's a lot going on. As always, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next recap. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.